Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
Son, gun. 6, right there, 56. I got one.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
Check 56. Bandit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Freeman again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Miller. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Line 90. 56. Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Now Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go.
Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Got it.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Oh, they're holding their breath right now. That's Aaron Rodgers shaken up on the play. Still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Let's go, D. Let's go. Now let's get there.
Now. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready, break.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Set. 10-2 start. I got him.
a 10th carry for Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. You draw focus.
They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And Marshall's got it. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 on first down. It's Freeman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
6-6, bullet high. Ready.
On 2nd and 7, McCarron. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Got it.
50's the mark. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Let go.
And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down, Swift. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Hey, check 52.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. Fresno. Go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll look to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Complete to Devontae Freeman. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the screen.
5.
Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. McCarron got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
McCarron now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. It's a give to Freeman running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now McCarron. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. McCarron to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They come up in an offset eye, and the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. McCarron looks to throw. And this is complete. It's Marshall. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for Atlanta, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.